I don't like having logos. I don't like having logos in my show. So let me do this real quick. I don't like doing the logos. We here. You see what I got right here, right? I got the lapel mic, so I should be able to have this air conditioner blasting. Hold on, let me share it with my Facebook family first. I'm back, yo. What's going on? I have no idea how I sound right now. I know I have a lapel mic, so all my sound is going through right here. Dig, I'm feeling kind of weird with it because, like, for some reason I think I don't know, knock it out. I can feel it. I'm not comfortable. I should have put it like way over here or whatever, but hey, we just gonna rock with it. We're gonna get used to this. You know, stepping my game up for y'all. Episode 44, The Weekend Warrior, Mo Green. I originally had a different theme I was gonna do today, but there was there is no form without space. But I think I'll expound more on that next week. It's the Weekend Warrior show. You know, I'm starting to have themes with certain days. Like Thursday is going to be Dirty Thursdays. That's pretty much where I just get raw and rugged until I purge all my dirty jokes, because I'm moving more towards being a cleaner comic. So I just reserve the Thursdays just to get all that filth out and just work on my most base material. And Friday, the Weekend Warrior. That's a day. Well, I got a show tomorrow, so I might run a couple of bits. But there's so many comedians on tomorrow's show that I don't got to do that much time. I think I'm gonna just literally just freestyle for like 5 minutes and just start bringing the comedians on, because I have enough talent tomorrow where they're pretty much going to be doing the heavy lifting, and the room is pretty much halfway sold out already a day in advance. So there's no stress as far as that. Like that, I already got the budget. The money's already covered for that particular show. It's straight. For those that's popping in right now, I see heads popping in. Let me know how it sounds, because I got a micro. I actually have a lapel mic. And you see the visuals looking better too. You know, I got the visuals looking better, and the sound is better. It's all we stepping our game up. I think if I want to retain, I've been retaining somewhat of an audience for you know what I mean, usually between 5 to 20 people pop in. Usually, I usually have an average of about 100 viewers every time I hop on overall. You know what I'm saying? But live viewers at once, I think the most I had was like 25, 30. Not too shabby for a cat that's not really not that known. You know what I'm saying? Not too shabby, but I'll take that. And I see people are coming in, they popping in more and more and more. So I would think I sound a little better. But I got a show tomorrow night at the Elbow Room in West Hartford, Connecticut. And so far, you know, like I said, it's halfway sold out. 986 Farmington Avenue, West Hartford, Connecticut, 06107. If anybody's in the West Hartford area tomorrow, I'll promote this at the beginning and the end of my show. It is April Foolishness.eventbrite.com. It's going to be starring Gary Alexis. He is a regular at the Funny Bone in Manchester, Connecticut, but it is known as the Funny Bone Hartford. And it's going to be featuring Annie Banani from Cape Cod, but she's actually from Connecticut herself. So this is a reunion show of sorts for her. And special guest comedian Dan Brown. I think he's from Meriden, Connecticut. So a bunch of local individuals, and myself, Mo Green, I will be hosting. You know, you already know about me. I've been doing comedy going on 13 years. I've won over 40-something contests. I placed in the top 6 recently at the Comics Mohegan Sun Comedy Contest. Out of hundreds of comedians, I was top 6. So I'm proud of myself of making that. You know, got a couple of folks hopping in. Gromov, Andrew. Y'all be having the weirdest names ever, and it's hard to pronounce, especially when I'm trying to drive. What up? And it's your birthday. My crush has toothpaste. Toothpaste? What the? My birth. Oh my God, I can't even read what he's saying, man. Jesus Christ. Well, happy birthday to your crush. Birthday, my crush has telepay, and there's like a flower, a dead flower after it. My birthday, fact. What? I don't know what. I don't know. Whatever, man. So, theme of the show today, and it's right on time. I'm a little. I feel weak. I've been doing so good, not snacking in between meals. This is kind of like the snack meal, so I'm feeling extremely weak, and so I have these Thin Mints that are melted because they've been in my cooler, which has no ice. But to properly increase my blood sugar, which will help my focus and concentration, entertaining y'all mofos while getting to my destination as safely as possible. You know, I'm gonna have to take a little bite here and there. Now, I will never eat and talk at the same time, so I'm gonna chew for like 20 seconds. It's a lot of dead air, I get it, but if you enjoy ASMR, you heard the crunching, that was for y'all. And you know what? Because I got this lapel mic, let me know. Let me know. Anybody tell me how I sound? Do I sound good? Is the audio coming in good? Do you hear any wind or anything like that from my fans? Let me know if this was a good touch using this lapel mic. What up to you, user Onyx? I can't read your whole name. Y'all be having these weird long handles, man. Just what happened to just Onyx Dragon Z? That's what your name is. But Jam, man, that's actually a cool name. That's like a black dragon. Onyx Dragon Z. Get some more simple names so I could just read y'all better. Read you guys off. But like I said, I'm stepping my game up. The visuals is better. I solved that. You see, the audio is better with the lapel mic, with the little fluffy. Your lapel mic ain't official until you put the fluffy on top of it. That fluff, that little puffy little poof right there. I guess that's to reduce the pop sound when I'm speaking. I don't know. Maybe it can reduce the atmospheric sound. I don't know. I have no idea how this sounds. I'm somewhat perturbed a little bit today, because the tire indicator light is on my dashboard right now. So all of my tires, the both fronts have about 37 psi, and my driver's side rear has 37 psi, and my passenger side rear it's fluctuating between 24 and 25. It got as low as 23. So there's this hopefully I just hit a pothole and it just kind of prematurely deflated some air, but that's wishful thinking. I came to work and it was at about 26. And when you drive, the tires naturally heat up. So it got to about 27, maybe 28 psi. But then, being at work for 8 hours and then getting back into my car, it dropped to around 23. It's enough to get me to where I need to be, but it definitely has to be addressed. I'm going to stop at a gas station. I'm hoping it was just some premature leak, just from hitting bumps and stuff like that. But that's definitely wishful thinking. So I'm going to fill up the tire once I get to a gas station, get it at the proper PSI, and hopefully it won't change that much by tomorrow. But if it does, I'm definitely gonna have to take it to Firestone to get the either the leak fixed or the tire replaced. The good thing is the fact that I when I replace my tires, I replace them all at the same time, and I usually get the alignment. I have lifetime alignment for free, and I have tire repair for free. So it ain't gonna really cost me nothing. It's just annoying when you go to a lot of Firestones, especially the one on Cottage Grove in Bloomfield, Connecticut. I don't care how minute your service is, they always tell you to leave the car there. So more than likely, I'm gonna have to leave it there for the whole day. And I just don't have the time to do it tonight or tomorrow because I got my show. So I'm gonna have to deal with this issue. So that means I'm gonna have to get up. I'm gonna have to make an appointment, first of all, and get up early as hell on Sunday to drop it off so they can service this ridiculously minor issue. And I probably won't get my car again until sometime Sunday before they damn near close for something so silly as either replacing the tire or just patching the hole. So, hey, so that annoyed me. That's the first thing that annoyed me. The second thing that annoyed me. The second thing that annoyed me, and this is my fault, because normally in the morning, what I'll do is I take a nice picture, which I did, and I create my YouTube thumbnail and my Facebook flyer for today's show. Normally I do that. I took the picture. Something sidetracked me though. I think between me realizing that I'm probably gonna have to get a tire replaced, and usually it takes a day for the captions to be generated from the previous day's show. So I think as I was about to make the flyer, the captions got generated, and then I dumped the episode into Gemini, and I started just going over my previous show from the previous day. And so I think the combination of that and me finding out about my tire, I just forgot to make my flyer. I say, and my YouTube thumbnail. I say all that to say this. When I went to make my YouTube thumbnail, maybe like 20 minutes ago, I tried to generate it like 4 or 5 times, and it just kept not manipulating my picture and just creating like just different cartoons that had nothing to do with my picture. And I'm like, why is Gemini doing this, man? So I literally just rebooted my phone and everything, and it was still the same issue. So I went to Google and I asked, I was like, yo, what's going on with Gemini? It's not generating my images. And it responded, it's just a wide service disruption right now going on with Gemini where it's not properly generating images. So, you know, it is what it is. I just had to I just like using different thumbnails, like different cartoons, making myself a cartoon and a comic, because that's just my brand that I'm going with right now. And it just looks that much more interesting when you see like a cool thumbnail that's just not rudimentary or run of the mill. But I did take a nice crystal clear picture and create a thumbnail without me using this scratchy ass phone case covering my camera. So my thumbnail, it still looks real good right now. You know what I mean? So it still works. You still got to step. So I say all that to say this. You still got to step. You got to be able to adapt, which I did. I still took a real good picture, and I stepped my game up because usually when I take my pictures for my thumbnails, I honestly usually do it with the scratchy phone cover. So if anything, maybe I'll just start taking pictures without the scratchy phone cover once Gemini is fixed. And let's see how much better my thumbnails and my flyers look now that I'm generating these images, now that I generated a thumbnail for this latest episode without that cover. Yes, it's a lot of technical talk. It's a lot of jargon. It's a lot of blah, blah, blah. This episode, I understand, it is as stale as crackers with the box left open and the plastic bag not sealed because you was hungry, but you was inconsiderate of your roommates, whether that's your mother, your brother, whoever was living with you. You ain't even buy them box of crackers. You just was hungry, made yourself some soup. You boiled some Campbell's soup, not even real soup. You boiled some Campbell's chicken noodle soup, not even noodles, chicken and rice, Campbell's soup, and you was like, damn, this will go good with some crackers. So you busted open the bag of crackers, heated up the soup, made yourself a peanut butter and jelly on the side with the crunchy, chunky Jif peanut butter and the Welch's strawberry jam, not even jelly, the jam with the preservatives on some honey wheat bread, and you got the soup on the side, and you got double carb, triple carbs, because you got the rice and the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you got the crackers that you like to dip in your soup, and your big back behind dipping the sandwich at the same time. So you eating the soup, you bust it down, you bust down the sandwich, and you had some prune juice on the side because your intestines is messed up and you can't no longer drink the fruit punch from the Hawaiian or the Tropicana because it's made with all kinds of artificialness. So you drinking prune juice mixed with elderberry. So you got the elderberry prune juice, you got the honey wheat peanut butter and jelly crunchy Jif Welch's preservative strawberry jam, and you got the saltine crackers that you bust open because you like to dip it in your soup. But when you put the crackers back into the cabinet, you did not seal the bag, and now the crackers are completely stale. And before I did all this whole long ass rant, I was trying to describe to you how stale the episode was until I broke into that comedic rant. Extremely good at what I do. And even if the topic that I'm talking about, even if I'm just lamenting about that I'm annoyed about, like, oh, I don't know, Gemini not working in my images, or I don't know, the fact that I have a low pressure tire light on my passenger side rear tire, that I know I have the dread of having to go to Firestone early in the morning on Sunday. I can't sleep in. I gotta get my tire fixed because I need it to get back to and from work comfortably, and I don't want to rely on anybody having to use their vehicles, whether it's my mama or my lady, or paying Uber or something ridiculous that would cost me over $200 round trip going from Hartford to Springfield and then back from Springfield to Hartford. I don't want to deal with any of those situations, so I'd rather get my behind up early Sunday morning, drop this vehicle off, have them get it fixed. It's going to take them literally probably 16 hours to repair a tire that they can simply just patch up or simply just replace the tire, but it has to be hostage all day. So pretty much if I'm doing any type of movement on Sunday, luckily I have a lady that loves me. We're going to be using her car. Yes, I took a stale episode and I ranted for like 5 minutes straight and showed you without swearing, without having any specific topic, that I can be entertaining and I can be humorous whilst being insightful. It's all about stepping your game up. And in that instance, even though the episode was stale and boring, I still stepped my game up and I made this mofo entertaining without being profane, without being sexual, whilst being profound. I'm pretty good, man. toot my own horn. I'm not going to keep y'all hostage too long today. Not at all. Just wanted to wrap it to y'all real quick. It's kind of cloudy, kind of sunny over here going into Connecticut. Whether it's raining, whether it's sunny, who cares what it is? The whole thing is be weekend warriors. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your significant others. And as I say to all of my up-and-coming young comedians, recognize there is no such thing as writer's block. If you can't think of anything right, if the comedy gods are not giving you anything new to put down, that is their way of telling you to work out and perfect the things that they already gave you. Stay away from the nonsense. Stay away from the negativity. Stay away from the drama. Stay away from the gossip. Stay away from the rumors and focus on the funny. Lead with love. Life is not something that is happening in spite of you. Life is an experience that you should gratefully behold. And with that being said, I'll holler at y'all. Enjoy your weekend. See y'all Monday. Deuces, my celestial family. Peace.